Photoshop's ability to work with layers is definitely one of my favorite features, so let's take a look at how we can master the Layers panel in order to easily work with multiple images in a single document. I'm going to start by creating a new document, and I want it to be 2600 pixels by 1625, and I'm going to have it be 300 pixels per inch in Adobe RGB. I'll go ahead and create that. And then I'm going to return to Bridge here, and I'm going to open my grapes image and the greens image. So I'll select one, hold down the Command key on Mac, Control key on Windows, and select them both. Then I'll use Command O on Mac, Control O on Windows to open them. Now in a previous video, we set up keyboard shortcuts for Window, Arrange, and then Tile, so we can use those, Command-Shift-T, or we can select it from the menu. I want to move both the greens and the grapes into my untitled document, so I'll select the Move tool, and I find it easiest to drag and drop from the Layers panel. So the greens document is targeted, so from the Layers panel, I'll drag the background onto the untitled document and then hold down the Shift key before I release my cursor to drop it into the center. Then I no longer need the greens image open, so I'll close that. Now I want to do the same thing for the grapes, so I'll click in it in order to target it, and from the Layers panel, I'll drag and drop it into the untitled document, again holding down the Shift key and then closing the grapes file. Now if you didn't hold down the Shift key and your image came in somewhere else, not to worry, you can just use the Move tool in order to reposition it. So let's take a look at our Layers panel for a moment. We can see Layer 1 and Layer 2. Well, let's go ahead and rename them by double-clicking on them. And then I'm going to type in grapes, and then I'll go to Layer 1, and this will be my greens layer. So we can target layers by clicking on them, and we can also toggle on or off the visibility of layers. And it doesn't matter really which layer you have selected when you toggle the visibility, because the selecting of a layer and the toggling the visibility of a layer are independent of one another. All right, let's hide both the grapes layer and the greens layer, and we can see the background layer. In fact, if we hide the background layer, we can see transparency. That's this checkerboard here. I'll go ahead and toggle back on the visibility of the background layer. Now the background layer is unique. There's three things that you can't do. You can't change the stacking order. So I can't move the background, say, on top of the greens layer in the Layers panel. You can't reposition it, so I can't move it around on the canvas. And it can't have transparency. So if I use like the eraser tool, it would just erase to the background color. But the easiest way to convert the background into a layer is to click on the lock icon. Now I can change the stacking order by just dragging and dropping it in the Layers panel. I can reposition it if I need to by using the Move tool and dragging it around in the canvas area. And if I were to grab something like the eraser tool by tapping the E key or selecting the eraser tool, I could now erase, and wherever I paint, we can see the transparency below. Okay, let's undo that by using Command-Z or Control-Z on Windows. Now, I only want the greens and the grapes layers to appear in the upper half of the image area. So you want to show your rulers. If they're not showing, just use View and then select Rulers. And before I start dragging out my guide, I want to make sure that my rulers are set to percent so that I can quickly set a guide at 50%. So if your rulers are set to inches or to pixels, just Control-click on Mac or right-click and select percent. Then drag from the ruler area into the image area. You can see in the heads-up display there by my cursor that I'm at 50%. I can also look at the rulers for reference, and then I'll just release my cursor. Now, I'm going to target the grapes layer as well as show its visibility. I'm going to select the Move tool to reposition it, and just reposition it up a little bit. Now, if you hold down the Shift key, it will constrain it to move either horizontally or vertically. So I'll move that up. And now, even though this is a permanent change, I'm going to select my Marquee tool and then start at the intersection of the guide and the left side of the document and click and drag out a marquee. You don't have to be exact at the bottom of the grapes. We can drag that as large as we want because we're going to delete this whole area. And the easiest way to do that is just tap the delete key. Then we can deselect that by choosing select and deselect. Now, like I said, that is a permanent deletion of those pixels. So if I wanted to get them back, I would need to do so now. If I save the file and close it and then open it up, I can't even use history to get them back. I'd have to bring in that file again. But that's okay for now. But let's look at a more flexible way we can do this. I'll hide the grapes layer by clicking on the eye icon to toggle its visibility, and then click on the greens layer. So instead of using the marquee tool, I'm going to use the frame tool. There's two options. You can do a rectangle or an ellipse. I'll make sure that I've got the rectangle selected. And instead of selecting the area that I want to get rid of, I'm going to drag the cursor or the frame over the area that I want to keep, in this case, the top area. We can see in the Layers panel that I have a new icon. I've got an icon for a frame as well as the contents of that frame. I can select either one of them using the Layers panel, or we can select them in the image area. So right now the frame is selected. If I wanted to change the size of the frame, I could just drag down on one of those anchor points, or we could use any of the corner anchor points in order to make it larger or smaller. For now, I'll just leave it the same size. But what if I want to reposition the contents within the frame? Well, I can select the contents in the Layers panel, but if I reposition it right now, the frame and the contents are going to move together. And instead, I'm just going to double click near the edge of the frame. When I do that, it's going to deselect the frame and just select the contents. So now I can reposition those contents within the frame. And you can see this blue outline here is actually the size of the greens layer that I'm repositioning within that frame. All right, so I like it right about there. Okay, now all I'm going to do is save this file because I've put enough effort into it that I don't want to lose it. I'll choose File and Save As. I want to save it to my computer, and I'm going to name it Harvest. I'll save it into the Layers folder as a Photoshop document with my layers and click Save. Then if I return to Bridge, we can see that new document.